Hello there. I am a red fox. Yep, I am a real red fox. I'm not a stuffy. No, I'm alive. I'm just disguised to look like a stuffy. So that way the humans who live in this house aren't disturbed when they see a real life fox in their house. So, you may be wondering how I ended up in this human house. Well, you see, it's kind of a complicated story. I was, out and about, minding my own business, when I came across an alien. Yes, I know, it sounds completely bizarre. But I'm telling you, it was an alien. It was green, with 2 black eyes, really tall and really scaly. It spoke my language, which struck me as a bit odd. But then it told me that aliens have this special technology that allows them to pick up any language that ever exists, or will ever exist, which I thought was pretty cool. The alien told me it had special powers as well. It told me that it can make me cough randomly, which I just demonstrated that with. And it makes me breathe super heavy at times, so just bear with me if that happens, because I didn't believe the aliens, so it had to show me, and it kind of forgot to take that off of me. So here we are with that. Anyway, the alien told me it had these special powers that could allow me to be transformed into a stuffy, so that way I could go see how the humans lived. So I thought about it for a whole, now this is going to blow your mind, a whole 30 seconds before I agreed to do it. So the alien said these magical words in a language I didn't understand. No, it wasn't Martian. It wasn't Elven. I don't know what it was. So it said these words, and it was really a lot of words. I couldn't tell where one word began and the other one ended. So, yeah, that happened. And then there's this big flash of light. It was so bright that I had to close my eyes. And then I spun around in a circle, a big circle. And then I went phew up in the air. And then it spun me around in the circle again. And then I went phew. And I hovered there for a little bit. And then I landed again. And when I landed, I was no longer in the normal fox form. I was in this format. And I looked at the alien, looked down at myself, looked back at the alien. I was really small, so I had to really look up to see the alien. And the alien told me now I could disguise myself. Well, and as a stuffy, and I could enter the world of the humans. So that's what I did. I crawled up these steps. It was very difficult because I'm very short now. I have very short legs now. And then I had to jump up to open the door. I don't know how I got the door open. It just happened. And then I was inside. Now, I had to be very, very careful and make sure that nobody saw me coming, because the humans have this issue with toys that move and toys that talk. So if you hear me dropping to a whisper, that is because I sense that humans are nearby and I don't want to freak them out, because bad things happen when humans are scared. Okay. So I I explored these rooms. I don't know what these rooms were, but I just explored them. And I saw lots of interesting things, and a lot of things I didn't understand. I don't understand the way of humans. Did you know that they have this cold machine that allows them to store food, so that way they don't have to hunt for their food every day? It's like, what? Yeah, it's totally cool. I don't know how else to put it. That would be very handy for me to have in my den when I get back. And then you push a button, and these voices start to come out of the screen. It's very, very weird. You can see things from other parts of the world without having to leave your house. I know. This is groundbreaking information. And then I got into the human's bed, which is very nice. Now, it doesn't make me feel as secure as my little den, but I really did enjoy it. I got to see how they live. Well, not really, because I had to, hide and blend in, so that way the humans didn't see me. There was multiple times I had to dive in with the other stuffies and pretend like I was a real stuffy. I am so happy that they didn't try to pick me up, because they would see I'm warm and I'm breathing, and they would feel my heartbeat. And if they did that, then that would be a dead giveaway. And we can't have that. No, I want to blend in. Well, maybe not forever, because this is not my home. It doesn't feel like my home. It's a cool place to visit. I got it. This will be my new vacation spot. Yeah. I could come here when I need to get away, when the weather's bad, and maybe whenever I'm hungry, because food has been kind of scarce as of late. The sky has not opened up and brought down that wet stuff on me. So there's been a rather lack of prey. So I may have to come back to eat. And I'm excited to see what's in that magical cold box. Yeah, I bet there's lots of options in there. Maybe some options I've never had before. Yeah, and then I can watch that magical talking box and see what all the fuss is. Yeah, this could be a good thing, right? Right? Or maybe not. I don't know. But I won't know until I try. But I'll just have to make sure that the humans aren't around, because I don't think they'll take kindly to a talking fox or one disguised as Stuffy who moves. Oh, hang on, we gotta go in Stuffy mode. Hang on. I gotta make myself look good. There, I got my big bushy tail. It's not as bushy as my one in the wild. Hang on. Do you hear something? Is someone coming? Is there someone in the room with us? I don't see anyone. In the wild, we believe in these great spirits. Maybe there's a spirit in here with us. I don't know. We should be quiet now. We should, close our eyes. Take a deep breath. Count to 10. Which I would do. But I'm not exactly sure how to count to 10. Maybe if we just take a deep breath us will leave us alone. So let's go into full-on stuffy mode.